I'm Jaden Butts, and I'm the guitarist and vocalist for Silver Dollar, a two-piece screamo band. What got me interested in music? I've been interested in music basically my entire life. My dad and my mom both had like pretty eclectic music tastes over the years. A lot of like older like R&B, and especially my dad. He grew up in the late 50s, early 60s. He had a lot of older jazz pieces that I really liked. I was doing a lot of just like solo music stuff, just like writing stuff on my guitar, and I wanted to be in like a screamo project because I was in a band a while ago named Bhak Symposium, which I kind of fell under. But when I started to write more of my own music, I wanted to like put that together with someone else, and Aiden's a friend of mine. He's also a really good drummer. A lot of like familial problems and like stuff with my mom and my dad that's been going on, and so I feel like this is my outlet to talk about that and to sort of like express my like I don't know, like express how I feel about it out there. My thoughts on the current state of the scene, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's definitely not diverse at all. I feel like it's starting to bubble up. There's a small underbelly of diverse venues and diverse bands that are allowing people of color to play. Not only people of color, women and people with different sexual orientations. And there are so many outlets out, or not so many outlets, but there are outlets that are starting to come out that I really appreciate. Places like the Caffeine Underground are always free to book. They're always able to book and really. I hope it gets more diverse, both with the genres in which the scene primarily comes from and the people that are playing in it. I don't know. I'm starting to see more and more diverse audiences, especially with the shows I go to, but maybe that's just a byproduct of the shows that I play at as well. But I don't know. I'd like to see that sort of diversity within the band as well. You know, moving just from strictly the people watching it to the people playing in it and actively contributing to the scene, either with their art or my favorite. Okay, I love Talkbox. Talkbox at Sugar Glass.
I'm here for Talkbox. I love Talkbox. From the scene. Buy Girl Scout cookies from me, yeah! Talkbox! Like rampantly run by like white people in general. I do see like a lot of like non-mad like family like coming to shows and like going to shows, but you don't see them like play in bands as much, especially not like playing the music we do. It's really fascinating. This isn't for talk about specifically, but I was playing with my other band Sugar Glass, and I was behind a drum kit, and some guy walked up to me. He was like, "Are you the drummer?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're the first female drummer that I've ever seen." And I feel like even just like thinking about like bands in the scene where it's majority women, they have a really hard time like finding female drummers. So I think that that's important. Growing up hit us. Is that how you declare love? Sickly, deadly, please let me out.
So the story behind Chick Pit is that there was this drummer from a different band that like disbanded already, I think, and we were supposed to play a show with them. And he was like, "Oh, mine never mattered, chick band, that's interesting." And it's like, what specifically is interesting about that? Like, why are you putting a negative connotation with a chick band with like a girl fronty band? Like, dude, what's your fucking issue? So I called him out about it. I wasn't trying to be like aggressive or anything, but he took the conversation towards a very hostile turn. So I was like, okay, fuck that. Now I'm gonna write a song. So when did we write that song?
I came over to your house because you had a melody for the chorus.
Yeah.
I came over to your house. I made my dad drive me to Jamaica, and I came in your house, and I started writing the chords for the song, and then you sung over it, and then like with the lyrics, with the verses, is that all you, or is that you and Mom?
That was me. I mean, like, you contributed.
You
contributed.
But also for Chick Pit, like, I was trying to create a story, but I didn't know what to do, so I just started asking a bunch of girls on my Instagram, like, "Hey, do you have any like fucked up or weird experiences with guys? I'm writing a song about it." And I got so many fucking replies. I couldn't even go through all of them, put all of them in the song. But it was just so fucking eye-opening. And then I was realizing that there are like these fucking big brolic men that are like that get in the pit with the intention of hurting girls, and they're like pushing and shoving us. I'm like, fuck that. So
Fuck gender
I forgot
motion,
to I forgot to say up there because like I'm so tired. But Chick Pit is supposed to be a girls only, so like only girls are supposed to be in the pit.
So now like a lot of like the shows we play, we try to like have it like femme fronted, you know. And in this band, like obviously this is like a femme fronted band.
Then we got our white boys.
Then we got our white boys. But yeah, so like Chick Pit, like that was like one of those moments that I think we kind of realized we're like, what kind of band do we want to be, and like what message do we really want to put across? Like we don't want to just be up there like la 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 singing, you know. It's like we want to write music that has like intention and is like we're writing it for a reason. So Chick Pit is like one of these songs. I'm also in another band, and we're like an all like femme Latin band, and we like
What's it called?
yeah, we're Ruidosas band. Like most of our songs are about stuff like that. So like in this scene, like, you know, you think of like punk, and it's like, oh, it's a liberal, and like everybody just like, yes, like.
And it's a bunch of dudes like me.
Yeah, it's just a ton of white dudes. Like my first like show, my first few shows I went to, it was just like, it felt so hostile. Like I felt like I did not belong there. I was like, what is going on? There's nobody here that looks like me. Where are all the girlies at? Like what's going on? But I feel like with time, you kind of like figure out like what scene you want to be in, like what bands you want to, you know, go to pour.
And a big part of it for me is that I don't see many bands fronted by black girls. So I'm like, come on, where are the black girls from Jamaica, Queens that like to sing and like alternative music? Like I realize that sounds like corny or anything type shit, but you gotta be the change that you want to see.
Right.
So I feel like if anybody that's watching this documentary, you want to make a band, you want to write a song, go fucking do it. Because it's not going to do it for itself, you know?
So fuck you.
So Metropole was the band that used to organize Punks of Color, and then they all went off to college. And they're an all POC band. We love Metropole. And like I like did vending at the first Punks of Color show, and so when I was like, oh, who's gonna do the rest of them? I got a little scared.
And the torch.
Yeah, the torch.
Yeah.
I held the torch, and I was like, guys, we gotta do something about it. So you know, talking to the band. And we spent time like organizing and like getting people on there, and we played it as a Halloween show, so it was really fun. Cass was an angel. But yeah, so we played that show, and it was just cool to see like a lot of like people that I hadn't seen at shows before were here, and like a lot of like POC youth were there, and it was just great to see like more people like join the scene, and then afterwards talk and be like, hey, this was great experience, because I remember the Punks of Color show being like my best experience in the punk scene, and being like, okay, so I do belong in this scene.
Come to our show.
Yeah!
Support.
Yeah.